Today we're going to briefly talk a little bit about the knotted locks, the self-retightening zoom. I want you to give me some feedback and let me know when you would prefer to have the next one. The last one was about 2 months ago, and we're planning another one over the next few weeks. And then we'll also talk a little bit about this hair dye stuff I got going on, okay? See you around. I am Melanin Magic's exquisite fragrance rocks. Trust me, you've been waiting for these. Aromatherapy for your soul and for your love life. Hello, beautiful butterflies and perfect people. Welcome to Tanesia's Locks Beauty Tips and Potpourri. I have been gone for a while. I was in Belize. I am now back after a few days and getting back on track with my schedule. I had a wonderful trip. I think I'm going to post some of the footage on my Butterfly Transformations channel, but I'm so happy to be back speaking with you all, and I wanted to let you know that I want to plan sometime within the next 4 weeks our next retightening, self-retightening Zoom. And I would love for you all to let me know if you prefer Saturday or Sunday. The last time we did it on a Sunday evening, and that seemed to work out well. I would also like you to place in the comments if you would be willing to demonstrate. Shout out to a lot of you. Priscilla, Havutu. I mean, there's just so many of you all who do your own self-retightnings. If you would be willing to save a lock or two and, you know, that particular day demonstrate for anyone that may be on the Zoom how to actually retighten a lock based on how you do it, based on your experience. It doesn't have to be anything formal or textbook. It just needs to be your willingness to demonstrate on the Zoom how you do your self-retightenings. Of course, we have a lot of commentary and a lot of outreach around more and more of you, more of us wanting to be able to do our own retightenings or at least learn about it in the event that we have to do it. Some of you are speaking about the prices that are soaring. I think I did a video, I think it was about a month ago, and one of the prices quoted was $3,000 for the first 3 inches. Another was starting at $2,000. I talked to a lady yesterday. I went into Atlanta for 2 appointments, and she was quoted at, I think, $1,600. And that seemed really high to her. And it is kind of high, but it's lower than what a lot of these prices are today. And she said she was quoted, or she was told, that Microlocks and Sisterlocks were the same thing. So I made sure I told her to do her due diligence because they are not the same thing. But one of the things that we're beginning to notice as a trend is that they are becoming almost within the same price range. So there's a lot that us kind of coming together and chatting on Zoom can be beneficial for you, for the collegial or the collaboration, the ability to chat and to pick up extra tips. The last one we had was wonderful. I think we had maybe 12 or 13 sisters on there. We were talking about various things having to do with the retightening process, but it's a great time to share your story. It's a great time to talk about why you decided to self-retighten. And we could be talking about self-retightening if you have Sisterlocks, if you have Microlocks, if you have knotted locks. You all know that I transitioned to knotted locks. I guess now it's been 6 weeks, maybe 6 weeks, 7 weeks or something like that. And I'm absolutely loving it. Everything that you see here outside of the color that I put in is knotted locks, and I'm enjoying the journey. And as a matter of fact, Melissa has created a discussion group for those of us who have the knotted locks where we can share our stories, pick up tips and things like that. So I'm hoping to be able to bring a couple of sisters on this channel to talk about knotted locks along with also bringing Melissa on to talk about knotted locks. And this is interesting. She left me a dog on it, y'all. We talk frequently, and she leaves me these messages sometimes that cracks me up. She has a beautiful accent, and she's very passionate, and I love talking to her. She has a beautiful spirit, and she's very passionate. And I remember saying, I gotta play that on I have a text from her right now. She heard these crickets, and she thought it was real crickets, and she said it reminded her of back home, because she's from Africa, so it reminded her of back home. But I want to play a bit of a message, because many of you have reached out to her too, either through me or through someone that has come to her that happened to see something maybe that I posted. So, and I think one of you reached out to me. Yes, the beautiful sister from our channel, Vanessa Shank. Shout out to you, Vanessa Shank. She just went, I believe it's Vanessa. I think it's Vanessa. Yeah, she started her knotted lock journey after watching my YouTube video, the YouTube video on this channel. And this was Tuesday the 13th. So sometime around that time or before, she started her knotted locks journey. So shout out to you, beautiful Vanessa. And I believe she had Sisterlocks for either 18, I think it was 18 years. So I thought that was beautiful, thought that was interesting. As you all know, I will be talking about Sisterlocks. You can call me, what is it? I mean, I'm 13 years in with Sisterlocks. I'm a newbie with knotted locks. So the better part of my experience is with Sisterlocks. So I'm a half breed of sorts. But as I continue on my knotted lock journey, which I am so excited about, and I have so much more to share with you as things develop, as I learn more, I'm going to be pouring out information about my experience, because it is, I feel, the best choice that I've made. The Sisterlocks, I always say, was the best choice I ever made with my hair until knotted locks came along. And you guys know some of the reasons, if you've been watching the channel, why I decided to make the shift as a proactive move to keep my hair healthy and to increase its health. There was a sister from the UK who was on the channel, not on the channel, but in our chat the other day. Shout out to a couple of different private chats that I am on, but shout out to, I think her name is, she's in the UK, and I believe her name is, I want to say Candy, and if not Candy, then it is Sandra. I'm sorry if I got it wrong, but she had Sisterlocks, I believe, for over 15 years. And she was talking about having transitioned to knotted locks and beginning to see the thickness start to come back and the hair starting to fill back in. So I think that's really amazing. You guys know I haven't experienced any hair loss from Sisterlocks, but my foresight is telling me and has told me, with the things that have been complaints, that I'd probably be better off right now taking my hair into my own hands, but also embracing a system that is a very forgiving system, that is a very freeing system, that is a very follicle healthy system. And I'm really loving it. I can't even tell you, before, if I was going to Belize, I would have been concerned about my hair. Or any trip that I was planning, I would have to time it based on retightening, or, bring my tool with me, or wonder how I was going to, get my needs met or the needs of my hair. So it's just so freeing. I cannot even tell you. It's not a thing anymore. And I absolutely love it. So let me just see if if I can share part of Melissa's blessing.
Hi, Tunisia.
I don't think that's the text. I'm supposed to mark it because just a wonderful lady, someone who is making what I feel is a contribution to the community or to the hair care arena, and giving us another choice for those of us who resonate with that choice, because everybody won't resonate with it, and I can clearly and honestly say everybody's not ready for it, and it's not for everyone. It's something that you need to be super clear about, and you need to be in a flexible mindset of allowing your hair to develop in the way that it wants to develop, and not according to a strict set of, I don't want to say principles, but criteria, so to speak, like what we do with Sisterlocks. But it can also be something that you may be considering, and you may decide a couple of years down the line that this is something you want to do. So all of it is beautiful. All of it is beautiful. And I don't think I can find this message. I have so many other messages from her, and I don't want to play the wrong one. So, yeah. But I will definitely make an effort over the next few weeks to nail down the time of the retightening Zoom, to also bring you more information, hopefully from some of the other do-it-yourselfers on this text thread that I've got about maybe 14 messages I have to catch up with. A lot of them are audio, hoping that I can bring someone on. Something that I want to say that I have found with, I don't know if it's our demographic, it may be, because I find with other folks that are in other generations, it's easier. A lot of us are not ready to go on social media, or we are afraid. Rethink that and reconsider that, and know that if you don't want your face to be shown, we can, put up a picture, or we can put up just a picture of some flowers, and we can just allow your voice to come through. If you don't mind coming on for 2 or 3 minutes, and that's all you want to do, let me know. If doing an interview, a face-to-face, like what you see me do with many of the other guests that have come on, is something that is appealing, know that that is an option. Shout out to the beautiful Latanya, who sent me 3 lengthy videos, which I'm in the process of editing. She has an amazing story to tell. She just sent me her videos, and I love them. Wonderful, beautiful sister. And so some of us are at different levels. Some of us don't mind doing a selfie video with our phone and sending it. Some of us would rather text the testimonial, and I can share it that way. Others of us want to send before and after pictures. Some of us don't mind doing an interview, and some of you don't mind sending an audio, a voice, which is also fine. So I'm super flexible. The most important thing to me is that we share our experiences, and that the other sisters in the community get to hear from you. Go, baby girl. That they get to hear from you, in addition to what I'm presenting, that they are also able to share their personal stories that can really make a difference in the lives of many of the rest of you who watch this channel, and maybe looking for the answer to a question that maybe one day you'll hear it and you'll just click on it and know by divine decree you heard something that makes sense to you, that answered a prayer, or you hear something that causes you to look into something for yourself in a proactive way in order to avoid something that could be coming down the pipe, or just some kind of guidance or a share, so that you feel as though you're a part of a close-knit community. And that's what I really want to have you share. Anything related to your Sisterlocks journey. These are the wins, y'all. They're the wins. They're the good things, as well as the challenges, as well as highlighting pitfalls and things that we all need to be careful of. The sister that I met, I'm supposed to create the sister that I met at the doctor's yesterday, Sonia. She had colored her locks. She didn't have Sisterlocks. She wanted to get them, but remember, she was quoted at $1,600 as the starting price. Albie, wait on me, okay? Just wait. And anyway, she had gotten traditional locks or twists, and she'd gotten them colored and had lost a lot of her locks. And she considered herself to have thinning and low density hair. And we were talking about the conundrum with regard to coloring. And she was saying, don't do it, Miss Seeley. Don't trade places with what I've been through. Don't do it, Miss Seeley. And y'all know me. I'll color, which I've been doing for 10, 15 years now. This is the, I told y'all I was going to do this. I needed to go lighter before I go henna. It's nowhere near as light as what I remember, because half of this is the skin on my head, and the rest of it is some of the gray that's colored. And so over the next week or so, when this starts to dim, it's not going to be as light. And this is the bottom of my hair that was already colored from years ago. So it took, and outside in the sun, this looks a little lighter, but it's not the raging, it is raging red Vidal Sassoon, but it's not the raging burgundy red, the fire burgundy red that I was putting in my hair as a result of the rinse. I woke up not so long ago and I'm like, the bleed, I'm tired of the bleed. And then when I was in Belize and I was swimming, it was just bleeding out. And you know, it's messy. And so I was like, okay, just jump in and die, because you bought these 6 bottles of this Vidal Sassoon Runaway Red. Go ahead and do it. And let's hope that your hair will hold the color so that when you finally decide to do the henna, you'll be good. But as you can see, like I said, a lot of this is, we'll see what it's going to look like in about another week or two, once all the bleeding and stuff is out. But I love it. If you could stay this color, heck, I'd be happy. So I'm going to show y'all, keep you posted on what that looks like. Again, that's the Vidal Sassoon Runaway Red. It's the brand that I use because it doesn't involve the bleach. It's not going to lighten my hair to a level that's going to really pull it out. But does it have an effect on the hair? Yes. Does it affect the tips? Yes. Does it make them more tender, and can it cause it to break or unravel? Yes. That's a part of the risk that I'm okay with bearing, because I want the color and I know that it's the lesser of two evils. And it's also been softer on my hair than any of the other brands, the Dark and Lovely brand, the L'Oreal brand, and any of those brands. At least for now, if you do that, you have to put the conditioner in after the color. If you do that, it tends to feel soft for a while. I don't know why it's this soft this time. I don't remember it being this soft before, but it could be because my hair started to return to its natural, more of the natural softness that I originally had, because I think it's been maybe close to 3 years since I did this color. And since this is the first time of going back to it, maybe it doesn't feel as rough as it used to feel. But we'll see what happens in about 2 to 3 months from now. I have my tips on a few of the locks have gotten a little bit, you know, easier to just kind of pull, but I'm used to that. That's why my hair is kind of uneven. But I've never lost any hair with this, and I'm making sure that I'm using my spray now more on the actual hair, which is what I always used to do. Rather than just putting it here, I need to make sure that I'm keeping it, you know, untangled, and there may be some other things that I'll do. But I've never suffered any major hair loss with the Vidal Sassoon. The texture will change some. It will feel a little bit rougher or not as soft, but it shouldn't feel hard. And for some people, the ends will unravel, but you guys know I've been taking my ends out since the beginning of my journey. Well, not the beginning, probably after the first year, or whenever my locks started to lock at the ends. And then many of them just don't lock at the ends anyway. They just never have. But so I don't mind the unraveling ends, because once I wet my hair or I curl my hair, they kind of curl back up, and I like that. I like it that way. So that was never a problem for me anyway. But I do believe, even with me doing that, the color causes it to unravel even more. So do be mindful of that fact. Be mindful of the fact that when you're rinsing, you need to rinse. I rinsed more this time than I ever did in previous years. I rinsed again and again. And I couldn't get the water clear, but I rinsed it as much as I could and then I finally stopped, and then it had me to put the conditioner in for a few minutes, and then I rinsed the heck out of the conditioner, and my hair felt very soft afterwards. And what I'll probably do this time is buy some Vidal Sassoon conditioner. They recommend that you do that over the next 3 washes, and I'll see how that works. Y'all know I don't traditionally put conditioner in my hair. It has caused buildup the few times that I have tried it, and anywhere in my hair where I have residue, it's like failure to really rinse the conditioner out. Okay, failure to really rinse it out good. It's thick, and a lot of times because of the texture and how soft your hair can be when you use a conditioner, you think you've rinsed it all out. And it's very easy if you're doing your own hair and your hair is thick and you got a regular small sink you're using, to not fully rinse it out and not necessarily be able to tell until it kind of crystallizes in your hair, which is something you definitely don't want. So put your comments in the comment section. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Let me know if you think having another self-retightening Zoom is a good idea. Do you prefer Saturday or Sunday evening? Let me know if you'd be willing to come on and share your Sisterlocks stuff, and how you do your retightenings. And if it's a microlock, the same, you can share that as well. But to give some of your tips, some of your hacks, and some of the things that you think we need to be aware of as we do these retightenings, I think I have 2 locks in here that are sister locked that I'm going to leave alone as I go through this journey, and I can always show you, if push comes to shove, how I've retightened those locks. I think I have 2 in my hair, maybe 3 tops. I hope I didn't knot them. But anyway, yes, so I love you guys. I want to thank you for everything. If you haven't purchased my book, Manifesting Your Masterpiece, you can get it on Amazon.com. Shout out to all of you beautiful sisters who constantly show up in the comments, who show your love, who show who give me your support, who've been supporting this channel now for 4 years. I really, 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 really appreciate each and every one of you, and I will continue to strive to bring you quality content. If there are particular topics that you would like for me to discuss, please let me know, and I'll see you in the next video. Experience the I Am Melanin Magic difference by going to our website, www.IamMelaninMagic.com, and purchasing your products today. I am Melanin Magic, and so are you. You can also learn more about the I Am Melanin Magic brand. Thank you for stopping by. Hey ladies, do you love the way your skin looks and feels? I know I do, because I am using the I Am Melanin Magic Anti-Aging Serum, and at 50, I love the way my skin looks and feels. This blend is bomb. It renews, revitalizes, rejuvenates, soothes, conditions, moisturizes, tones, brightens, and fades, all in one step. So if you're ready to get your glow on, go get you some I Am Melanin Magic Anti-Aging Serum.